Imagine this. You walk into your kitchen, ready for a fresh glass of juice, and instead of grabbing an orange or a simple juicer, you're staring at a $400 machine that literally refuses to work unless it's connected to Wi-Fi. And here's the kicker. Despite all that tech, you could just squeeze the juice packs with your own two hands and get the same result. That's not a joke. That's Juicero. Dubbed the Keurig of juice, Juicero promised to transform your kitchen into a high-tech health haven. It was supposed to be the next big thing in home appliances, a gadget that would make juicing as easy as pressing a button. Let's take a step back. In 2016, Juicero burst onto the scene with a ton of hype. The pitch? Cold-pressed juice, delivered straight from a sleek, Wi-Fi-enabled device. No chopping, no mess, no cleanup, just pop in a pack, scan, and enjoy. It sounded like the future of healthy living, wrapped in shiny aluminum and glossy marketing. But there was a catch. You couldn't just use any fruit or veggies. You had to buy Juicero's own proprietary juice packs, each with a QR code you had to scan before the machine would even start. The device would then slowly squeeze the pack, extracting juice in a process that looked high-tech, but was, in reality, pretty basic. Still, people were genuinely excited. The launch was flashy, the branding was on point, and the promise of effortless, healthy juice at home was hard to resist. Investors were even more excited. They poured in a staggering $120 million, betting big on Juicero's vision of a smarter kitchen. The company called it the future of juicing, promising a revolution in how we think about fresh drinks at home. They talked about nutrition, convenience, and a new era of kitchen tech. But then things started to unravel, and fast. The turning point? A viral Bloomberg video. Reporters showed that you could get just as much juice by squeezing the Juicero packs with your bare hands as you could with a $400 machine. No Wi-Fi, no app, no expensive hardware, just a little bit of effort. It was a classic case of overengineering. All that technology, and it couldn't do anything you couldn't do yourself in seconds. The internet exploded. Memes, jokes, and hot takes flooded social media. People couldn't believe a Silicon Valley startup had spent years and millions building a machine that was essentially unnecessary. Tech Twitter roasted Juicero mercilessly. Late-night hosts had a field day, turning the juicer into the butt of every tech joke. Overnight, Juicero went from Silicon Valley's golden child to a cautionary tale, a meme about what happens when innovation loses touch with reality. So what went wrong? Why did a product with so much promise crash and burn so quickly? It's the classic startup trap, chasing perfection and innovation for its own sake, without asking if anyone actually needs what you're building. Sometimes, the simplest solution really is the best. Juicero's beautiful design, slick app, and ambitious dreams couldn't hide the fact that it solved a problem that didn't really exist. In the end, it was a solution in search of a problem. The result? Juicero shut down less than 2 years after its big debut. Investors lost millions, and the company became a symbol of Silicon Valley excess. Customers were left with a high-tech paperweight, a reminder that not every smart gadget is a smart buy. So, what's the lesson here? What can we take away from the Juicero saga? Sometimes, technology for technology's sake just doesn't cut it. If a product doesn't make life easier or better, it's probably not worth the hype. Don't get swept up by flashy marketing or big promises. Always ask, does this actually solve a real problem? Next time you see a revolutionary gadget, pause and think, do I really need this? Or is it just another promise of perfection that's about to go wrong? If you enjoyed this deep dive into tech's wildest ideas and biggest flops, make sure to hit subscribe. There's plenty more where this came from, because in the world of technology, there's always another wild idea just around the corner.